Alright, YouTube. Alright, you guys ready for the best dad jokes? Yo, thank you for the like. Welcome in. How you doing? Adriel, how are you? Mia, how's it going? Guys, we're losing the race right now. We're down by 100 hours. Good evening. Hi, how are you? Guys, please like the live. Hope everyone is doing great. Oh yeah, let me turn the um, awesome. So we're gonna do some dad jokes today. You know, when I was at Georgia Southern University, I actually got a certificate for best dad jokes, which it's funny because I have that framed, and I don't even have my diplomas framed yet. I have my Miami diploma framed, but that's because the diploma came with my cap and gown in a bundle deal. But I still don't have my Georgia Southern diplomas framed. They are here in the office though, but I am still a true Blue Eagle. I want to. You have school tomorrow? Yeah, I really want to. I'm trying to get some of my buddies to like, for all of us to go down and see how Statesboro has changed. I would love to. All right, guys. So, did you guys hear about Amazon's new barbecue restaurant? It's called Prime Rib. Okay, that's just a warm up for the dad jokes. Why can't football players? Why can't football players wear glasses? Because it's a contact sport. Yeah, I bet Statesboro has changed a lot. I heard they got a Publix finally, and I would have loved to have had a Publix back when I was in college. Like Statesboro did not have like hardly anything back then. Hey guys, welcome in. Who wants to hear a dad joke? Let me get some emojis in the chat if you want a dad joke. Um, here's another one. Why don't why don't Vikings like to be interrupted? Because they aren't Finnish. About 25 freaking chicken restaurant. Yeah, I mean, well, Statesboro is like the birthplace of Zaxby's, so there's that. The Lokes Chicken and Waffles opened up right before I had left. Um, okay, you want to hear a really funny joke? Georgia State. That's it. That's the whole punchline. Um, but you know, my senior year, I only worked on campus once, and that was because my senior year, like I walked in the spring for commencement, but I still had one summer class left, and my lease was expiring, and I didn't want to renew it for just 1 month, right? Which they wouldn't even let me. Anyways, but when I worked for conference services, and I got the award for best dad jokes, and I thought it was hilarious, so I framed it with like a $2 um, Walmart frame. And like I said, I still don't even have my so conference services. I don't even know if that's still a thing. Um, During the summer at Georgia Southern, they what up, Sahar, Sanchar? How's it going? I hope I said your name right. How are you? During the summer, they turned all the dorms into like basically like hotels for like summer camps, like you know like high school football, like church groups, world like debate team, like Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever. They would rent out the dorms to like these summer camps, basically football camps and all that stuff. And so we were basically like resident, like RAs, like we're basically residence hall people, but for that, it was an interesting time. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Welcome in. How's life treating everyone? We're telling dad jokes and we're just talking about Georgia Southern. So, Back when I was at Southern, we used to have to go to county line because Bullock County was a dry county. Couldn't stand. Like, I love Georgia Southern, but like at that time, Statesboro was like, I was like, man, this town kind of sucks, but I still love the college, and I still like some like. Oh yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard they got rid of that, and I'm happy for them. You know, the main reason I picked Georgia Southern, everywhere else I wanted to go for college was out of state. I did not want to go to UGA, and also like for UGA, my parents were like, if you go to UGA, you're probably gonna have to take out a student loan, or we're gonna have to do something. But if you go to Southern, we can like help you out with most of it. And I was like, do you want to subscribe or not? I mean, feel free to subscribe if you want to. I'm not gonna pressure you to. Right now, we're just telling dad jokes. They did, and it was, yeah, they did. But, so is that the store that I follow on, like on Instagram? Is that your place, or do you just work there? And do you guys have like any Georgia Southern theme stuff? It's not yours. Okay. Awesome. Opening a store is like, it's an experience, isn't it? Like, this is my first one that I've done, like where I'm in charge. My family's been in it for a while, but I actually went to Georgia Southern because I didn't want nothing to do with the family business. We had not much right now. Oh, is it like a slow season for you guys? So for me, I'm not necessarily near any like colleges. Oh yeah, because it's still some. They don't come back until like another week, right? Yeah. Well, so I'm in Sarasota County, which kind of has it's basically one giant HOA full of like baby boomers. Yeah, because it's usually like what, August 18th or August 15th when they would bring us back. I was in Statesboro all summer. I think pretty much every summer in college I stayed. I love summer in college. I actually loved Statesboro when it was like nobody, because it was like you had like the whole town to yourself and like a few handful of people that were there. Like, it was kind of fun actually. And what I would do is I would take like the hardest classes in my major if I could. That way I could just get them out of the way. Um, yeah. So but yeah, like I got into like, now I like what I do. I actually like really like what I do. Um, because I didn't really like, my parents and my family, they're all very old fashioned, so I always thought like owning a store would be like kind of boring and kind of like, but we make it fun. We make it fun. Like, we're like breathing new fire into the industry, and I'm sure like you being in Statesboro, I'm sure your store is like fun to go to as well. It's not just like, hey, come buy shit and leave. And, I try to get to know my customers and stuff, and like build regulars. I try to. We have tastings a lot. When I was living in Georgia, because I grew up in Georgia, liquor stores didn't really have tastings that often. I don't know if that's changed, but like we just had a tasting today, and we're about to have another one tomorrow. Today we did Broken Plank Rum, which is a local rum that's in the Sarasota area, and then the next one is the dorms on the bypass. Okay, I think the dorm that I used to stay in is they demolished it. It was University Villa. University Villas. They were like these baby blue buildings that were they were on. Were they on Chandler Road? I think they were. Um, Well, also it's a county thing. It's not a state thing over there. Okay, that's so stupid that they don't allow that. Um, but so, and I'm sure like, and Sarasota's got its own like shit. Yeah, so like that's where I lived for, and then like the other 3 years that I was in Statesboro, we rented a house off of Langston Chapel. My landlord had two houses that like two 3 bedroom houses that shared a driveway, and it was actually the perfect place to have parties, but we never had parties at my house because one, our next door neighbors would always have parties. Oh, I'm sure like in my family, like we had businesses in Georgia, but we didn't do liquor stores in Georgia. We mainly just did like gas stations and like franchises. And then in hi, how's it going? Uh, we had one in Tennessee. Hello. And we had one in we had one in another city in Florida. We have so this is technically our second one, but it's like I'm actually more. I was not hands on with the other one. I helped like open it. Love you too, whoever you are. Um, I helped open it, but I was still working like in my corporate job at the time. I mean, well, I appreciate that. Love me enough to upvote the comment. So, what do you think of my what do you think of my liquor review series where I'm talking about like my like my opinions about different spirits, and also like I have some videos where I'm talking about my experience with the store. Like I made a video how I learned to keep customers coming back, what rude customers taught me about customer service. Um, but yeah. Look at the date it was posted. Sorry. We won't. Blue Room is still a thing? I feel you. I feel you. And do you guys have Dirty Girl vodka over there? They're actually distilled in Augusta. That's one of my best sellers, actually. That and like it's cheaper than Tito's, and it tastes almost the same. Well, I don't really care for Tito's, anyways. But what am I missing? $3 million. I'm missing that. I'm missing that. But I always like it's still a dream of mine to open a business in Statesboro, just so I have an excuse to come back as often as I want. Oh, yeah. We actually never brought the RTDs in because I don't have the shelf space for them. I only have the vodka. But let me tell you, let me tell you, I love like it's like a fraction of the Cheetos cost, and they taste side by side the same. Some people think it tastes better. Some people still prefer Tito's, but um, Surfside, yeah, Surfside. Betty Boo's is like another vodka iced tea lemonade that we have that sells pretty well. The Surf Lights, the Surf Lights. You know what? That could be my next video where I talk about these RTDs because I might do that tomorrow actually. Because on I'm still trying to come up with a bourbon video. They haven't made it there yet. I feel like they should. Um, I'm trying to make a bourbon video, but like I want that one to be like perfect, so I keep like putting it off and like changing my script and stuff. Whereas like I feel like I'm too passionate about bourbon that I have to like get that video just right. Whereas a lot of the things I learned about tequila, I hated tequila back in college. Spike, they are. I just learned that like I hated tequila back in college, but now I love it. Because back at Southern we used to just like it was never my go-to whenever I went to a store, but it was either gonna be Jose Cuervo, Patron, or Casamigos. All three of those taste like somebody threw up some Sprite, in my opinion. And it wasn't until we opened this. Well, I went to Mexico and had good stuff a few years back in 2023 with my cousins, and I figured, oh well, this is some great stuff that we just can't get in the U.S. I like Lalo. I haven't had La Gritona yet. Lalo is really and like I love Lalo's backstory. Lalo was actually created by Don Julio's grandson, and I think in my tequila video where I'm making fun of Casamigos, Lalo is like what I think one of the first tequilas that I say you should try this instead of Casamigos. And I know it's pronounced Casamigos, but I'm so used to my customers being like, hey, let me get a Casamigos that it started rubbing off on me. So I'm not trying to like say nothing like wrong, like incorrectly. Like I know it's the right one. I'm just they wore me down. But yeah, this has been a pretty fun. All right, let's see. What's another dad joke? Oh, did you hear about that? Did you hear about that bird that died because it accidentally had some vodka? Yeah, it was a real gray goose. I have a license plate wall at my store. I was gonna put my Georgia Southern like front plate on there, but or this other one that I have. I also have the booster one, but like I feel like I want to keep it consistent with the states, but I do want something to represent Georgia Southern in my store, like even if it's just for me. We have a fake ID collection. See, so I don't have that problem too much because where I live is mostly older people. I've had a few come in and try to like use one, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. Actually, they weren't even using fakes. They were just they were just trying to use their like regular IDs and like just trying to like see that I wouldn't notice. But we have eyes and ears and brains. Like we're gonna notice. And someone, oh come on, man, like someone. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Oh, so you guys are in a great location. Hell yeah. Then you know when I do come for a football game, I will stop in and say hi and stuff. But you know what's funny is like my a friend of mine had a fake. I actually never had a fake because I would I never like went and, like I never really drank at the bars unless somebody bought me a drink. Like, but most of the time I'm just like, all right, whatever. And then if you shoot me an address, Not on here. Don't do it on here, but on Instagram. If you send me like, or actually, wait, your store's address is like on y'all's thing, right? Never mind. I'll mail you some of my stickers, off of from my content that I make. Yeah, I can do that. Like, I could like put it in the mail tomorrow. Yeah, I'll send you a handful of them so you can give some to your employees as well. Oh, here they're actually right here. Excuse me. Um, so I have these stickers with my username on it. Yeah, they're not huge. They're like that's what. Uh, if any of the bars or any of the restaurants in Statesboro have like a place with stickers, like a sticker wall, I definitely love at least one or two of them to be in Statesboro. Um, yeah, I'll send them in the mail, and then like what's funny is I sell merchandise on my website, like content creator merch. Like I have T-shirts, hats, more stickers, and let me actually show you. I Most of my stuff is either black and white, like with that same logo, but I have a true blue edition. Uh, oh, I appreciate that. Fourth wall. Oh, here it goes. And okay, so I appreciate that. I have like my own merch and stuff. Like I have like cups and like T-shirts and stuff. Like this company, like you order it and then they like print it and ship it to you. But check it out. I made one thing that was. I like how it links my TikToks to it. Oh, here it goes. I made the True Blue edition where I used like the same like Georgia Southern blue. Um, so that's on my merch website. I need to make a Miami one too, since I'm still like a Georgia Southern Eagle, but I have my master's degree from Miami, so like if Georgia Southern and Miami ever were to play each other, I would still root for Georgia Southern just because that's where my roots are. But one thing I those are the only two like college teams that I care like to support. Like I don't rep like UGA. I don't rep Georgia Tech. I don't rep Duke. I don't rep like Florida, even though I live in Florida. It's just Miami and Georgia Southern, and that's a I know that's an odd combination, but like I'm just like everyone else. I'll just watch the games, but Georgia Southern like or Miami, those are the ones where I'm like locked in to play. I need to get one of those flags, like like one of those. I have two Georgia Southern flags, but I need to get one where it's like half and half, like Miami and then Georgia Southern. Let's see, how many hours are we at here? Okay, so we've been talking. We're almost at 1 hour. We're up 0.8 hours because the watch hours are like by like however many people are in here and however long they stay. So I'd say we go pretty well. Have you guys seen those Disney adults that are like harassing the people that work at Disney? How many total hours that I have? So right now I have 311, but that's as of August 15th because it takes like 5 days to update. So tomorrow we'll see everything as of August 16th. Dude, the guy I'm competing with, he's already in the 400s because what he did was like he asked a bunch of people to like just watch his videos like on loop, and I was like, oh damn, I wish I thought of that. Because I went and looked at his videos. I was like, how the hell is he winning? Cause I mean, like his content is good, but I think mine is equally as good. And I was like, holy shit. Okay. Hi, Speedy VR Monkey. How are you? So if you guys want to help me win, stick like like they went to his videos and then they just like hit like play all and then like like they just left it on the computer like like so now I'm like shoot like I need to get people to start doing that for me too. Well, rewatch it. All right, so like what I mean is like so like we're at my computer, right? And then oh, I'm on my channel. I'm gonna just pick somebody else's channel. Oh, she's a friend of mine. She's actually in one of my videos. She's actually from South Carolina but lives in Nevada now. But let's say like I went to hers and then just like I think there's like a play all playlist. Alright. I did not watch the UFC fight. I don't want some. Sometimes on YouTube gets weird. If I share somebody else's video, they might like flag me for copywriting, which I don't think hers would get copyrighted, but I don't want to take the risk. Oh, I bet it was. I still have some UFC Jose Cuervo bottles. They come with UFC shot glasses, but it's not the regular Cuervo; it's the traditional. So the good thing about these YouTube lives is it does help. Like the time people spend watching like the YouTube live streams does count towards the watch hours, but also the recording. So if somebody watches a recording of this, that also counts. That reminds me, I was uploading a TikTok. So how long have you guys had the store in Statesboro? And is that like your first business, or do you have multiple locations? Do people try to use their student IDs there? Because I think the student ID, I remember freshman year, people would try to use their student IDs to get in the bar. Think, oh, well, I'll be slick and use my student ID because it doesn't have a birthday. And then the bouncer's like, I need to see your real one, please. Well, at least that means our students are getting smarter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you know that I have some customers who buy in bulk. Like I have some customers where I like place orders for them, like for like weddings and events and stuff, like that they're or birthday parties. They'll just be like, "Hey, I need all of this," and I'm like, "All right, perfect." I see. Hi, Lilani. How are you? I'm great. Just living the dream. Just grinding. I'm so deep and mysterious. Sorry, I'm making a TikTok and I was using voice to text. Right now, I'm just posting this. Then I'm gonna download it and then repost it on Instagram and then post it on YouTube Shorts. The best thing about YouTube Shorts is it like gets people in. It like gets people to like follow you so you can make other content. I'm gonna be making a separate YouTube channel for the liquor store too. I think that would be fun. Yo, that's looks like something's helping. Yo, how's it going? I'll mail some stickers tomorrow. Should I address them to you? Yo, what's up? How's everyone doing? Oh,